for the business news. Delano D'Souza is here. Delano, Britain is dropping its legal challenge against the EU limit to bankers' bonuses.
That's right. Hala, good morning. Last year, the EU unveiled a plan to limit bonuses to no more than a banker's salary. Now, this was seen as a move to discourage bankers from taking excessive risk. Now, the UK had challenged the EU ruling, saying it had no legal basis and would only result in salaries going up. Now, on Thursday, the EU's top court recommended the challenge be rejected, and this has pushed the UK's Finance Secretary George Osborne to now look for other ways around the ruling. Elena Casas reports.
From next year, the most city bankers can hope for in their Christmas bonus is to double their fixed salary, or triple it with shareholder approval. Worried about the impact on the City of London, the British government was planning a legal challenge in the European Court of Justice. On Thursday, Chancellor George Osborne announced he was dropping it, while reiterating he believes the rules will only increase bankers' fixed pay.
I'm not going to spend taxpayers' money on a legal challenge now unlikely to succeed. These rules may be legal, but they are entirely self-defeating, so we need to find another way to end rewards for failure in our banks.
The decision comes after a legal advisor to the court recommended the case be rejected.
In case C-507-13, the Advocate General Jaskinen suggests that the court rejects the plea, says that the Commission will bear its own costs and condemns the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland to the costs of Council and the European Parliament.
The decision could give ammunition to anti-EU campaigners in Britain who object to having rules imposed by Brussels, but it may have little impact on pay packets. The European Banking Authority, who will police the cap, has said raising salaries to cancel out the change would be illegal. Nevertheless, Barclays and HSBC have already raised allowances to compensate.
OK, Delano, tell us, how are the markets trading this Friday?
Well, we start off in Asia, where stocks are in the green this session. The Nikkei ended higher as the lower house of parliament was dissolved ahead of December's snap election. There you can see on your screens the Nikkei's Hang Seng trading higher by about 0.5%, and Shanghai's Composite doing well this session, up close to 1.5%. Let's switch over to Europe now, where it's green across the board. As you can see, European shares opening higher on the last trading day of the week. Now, the French Minister of Economy has waded into a debate over the 35-hour work week here in France. Now, Emmanuel Macron doesn't want to tinker with the number of hours, but he says more flexibility is needed.
35-hour working week as a legal framework is not enough for employees who, like companies, need more flexibility. In the end, who would be able to stop someone who needs more work? It's impossible.
Let's take a look at some of the other business stories we're tracking for you now. It's a big win for Airbus as it secures a $14 billion deal to sell 50 planes to Delta Airlines. The order includes the new long-range A350 aircraft and the updated A330. Delta says it expects to cut costs and save 20% per seat with the new planes. Airbus beat out rival Boeing by offering to deliver the planes in the next 3 to 5 years. Numericable's parent company Altice could be interested in France's Bouygues Telecom. Now, the announcement comes months after it paid 13.5 billion euros for another mobile operator, SFR. On Thursday, Altice's CEO said there was great potential for synergy with Bouygues Telecom. Meanwhile, Bouygues has recently signaled it's struggling to compete in France's competitive mobile market. And finally, the hunt for a new chief executive is underway at Sotheby's. William Ruprecht said he would step down after last week's dismal contemporary art sale. The auction house managed to sell works worth $343 million, compared with $852 million by rival Christie's. Ruprecht will stay on as CEO and chairman until a replacement is found.
Okay, we're going to... Sorry, Dan, you're going to finish up with some news about the LA Motor Show, is that correct?
That's right, Hala. Now, the motor show has opened to the public from Friday and runs until the end of the month. Now, while BMW, Mercedes and Audi will show up in force, higher-end luxury car makers like Ferrari and Lamborghini are expected to give LA a skip. Now, bigger cars and pickup trucks are expected to top sales in the US once again. This as the country's economy rebounds and gas prices take a plunge. So big cars, bigger is better back in the States now.
Certainly is. Thanks very much, Delano. It's Delano de Souza with the business news for us there. Thank you for joining us on set. It's time now to take a look at what's grabbing the headlines